EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Orlando Sentinels and the London Black Knights.
Set to kick off.
The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Tonight, it's the AFC's turn to take center stage as we've got a wild card matchup on tap between the Orlando Sentinels and the London Black Knights. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. Taken about 7 yards deep, and this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. Come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. A first carry here for Joe Mixon. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Joe Mixon. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run with Mixon. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Allen. And right side, Henry's got it. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Mixon. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. Mixon with a first down carry. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Mixon with it.
22-yard line.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
At the 7-yard line.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The 13th play now coming on this opening drive. Here's 3rd down. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And this offense takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Well, these guys have won 3 straight ball games, and another good start to this one out to the 6-0 lead.
And I've talked with so many different coaches, as have you along the way, and they always talk about winning streaks and the mood of a team and how much easier it is to actually prepare during that time. Guys are sharp, guys are focused, everyone's feeling good, and we're seeing it early in this one.
25-yard line.
To speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on third down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
On 2nd and 12, Mayfield will get this out to Barkley, complete. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 3rd down and 10.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he gets this to the 48, but no further. Well short of the line to gain. Call it a pickup of 3, and also now likely a punt on their opening drive. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Dede Westbrook. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well. For the defensive
guy, what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
From the 22, Allen, the completion good. This is Eric Ebron. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. This is Mixon. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards there, first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Now a play fake here on first down. The open man is Westbrook. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cox. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line.
First down.
9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, but it sets up 2nd and goal.
2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
A 2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and goal.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. Being chased out left. He may try and run for this. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
First down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle around twice for the encore. You know, you know.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
No doubt to take the offense right here. The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
And it's 3rd down.
The open man Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
Number 83.
2 minutes to play here in this first half of the NFL playoffs.
Sentinels.
Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
On 2nd down now, Barkley, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
3rd down.
From the gun, Mayfield. They'll complete this to Ingram, his tight end. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, but now it's 1st and 10. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. It's Barkley on the counter. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Taking it in from 14 yards out. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Now this time, Allen will throw. Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
4th down.
So they bring out their punter as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Of course, they had the option, and they choose to not take the penalty.
They like the results of the play that they just ran, and they elect to let them stand.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Tyler Bass set to kick off.
As they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Second half begins with a run from Barkley. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
They go play action. Mayfield. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here. Over 20 yards. First down carry for Barkley. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad.
10 at their own 15-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Yeah, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Allen now looks to throw. Running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9 brings
again. It's Mixon
at the 42-yard line.
Touchdown! Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and his guys are going to add on to their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
It's good to make it 17-7.
Makes the score Black Knights 17. Sentinels 7.
to the touchdown. Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Open on the left side. This is Valdez-Scantling. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield looks to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. Going to the air again with Mayfield. Finds his tight end Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Second and 5 from the 8. They'll go to Barkley again, and that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
Here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. Now they go for it on 4th down, but that pass is knocked away and incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And now their defense came through with the goal line stand, got them the ball back. See what they can do about putting a drive together. Long way to go.
They need to reward that defense. Goal line stand, they've got to make that stand up themselves, right? Give the defense a chance to catch their breath on the sidelines. At least get 2 first downs. 3 would be better. Change field position. Let them catch their breath.
Much more room to operate under after the big play. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
To number 40.
It's interesting because when I'm watching college football and I'm evaluating guys for the draft now, my list of fullbacks, pure fullbacks, it's a very short list. I'm probably evaluating more punters and kickers now than I am fullbacks, but it doesn't matter what you call a position, it's who you put there, and there we saw completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now Allen. That's complete to Davis. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
In my book, that's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the 3rd quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the 2nd half.
I agree totally. It's not just end-of-the-half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Mixon with a first down carry. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
That's the end of the 3rd.
1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And now they'll throw with Allen. He's going to fire one. Corner of the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown. Devontae Parker. 38 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold him there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Logan Ryan. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. And just another reason to celebrate there on the defensive side with the interception, and this is a game that they clearly have firmly in their grasp.
Yeah, a lot of handshakes, a lot of hugs, a lot of smiles. It's been their day.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48. Now left side on the swing pass. It's a gain of 5. And it'll be a 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Allen off the play fake. Pass incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Allen to throw it. This one caught by Davis. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a 1st down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Joe Mixon. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
On the tackle.
On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try to pass downfield that fell incomplete. Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically, and they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
A 51-yard.
And his kick is good. Oh, he just did tuck it into the bottom of that left corner. And that will extend their lead even further. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And at this point, maybe you say, you know, it was a good effort really just to make the playoffs. They couldn't win their division, but did earn a wild card berth. It does appear, however, that their season is just a few minutes away from ending in one-and-done fashion. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
1st down, Sentinels.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there. 42 yards.
1st down.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. And he's going to look that one in one-handed. What a catch for the touchdown. He's been a frequent target, and with catches like that, one-handed in the end zone, I'd keep going his way.
And he's doing it every which way, isn't he? 2 hands, and in this case, we just saw it with 1 hand. Almost reminds me of a great return of service guy in tennis. No matter how you whack it at him, it comes back at you. In this case, he just envelops it and brings it in.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that cuts this lead down to 13.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this 4th quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. Now, defensively here, we're going to get a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Once again, they run with Mixon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd, and
here's Allen. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
Taken from just outside the 30. It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the fourth as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up, 2nd and 10.
On the coverage.
Mayfield off the play fake. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20.
Mayfield's pass.
It's a big play there. And even 50 yards.
A gain of 50 yards.
From the red zone now, Mayfield. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And it's caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin there to make the grab. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. So they get the score, partner. Game's not over, but they still need some help here.
Agreed. They definitely need some help, but they took care of the first part by scoring themselves.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter.
His guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And this a very important drive leading in the fourth quarter of this wild card game. But this one far from over as they start out here 1st down. They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon, and they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing, in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
On 1st down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
The tackle made by...
They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 5.
So here we go, Charles, third down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And they, in fact, will throw it. It's complete. Henry. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
First down, Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Call it a gain of 11 yards, and that should just about do it.
And that's a tired defense out on the field right now. They desperately need a stop to get the ball back to their offense, but they're having trouble getting that done. Another gut-wrenching run right there.
So the ball down to the 16 here for first and 10. They'll run with Mixon. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
2nd and 3.
Mixon. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Now Allen. The quick slant caught.
I don't know about you, but I can't wait for a few years of two-point tries and see what the data tells us, because a lot of teams want to throw the ball in this situation, this time unsuccessfully. I just wonder if maybe running the ball might be the way to go.
Where they moved up from the 3 to the 2, you would think maybe a few more attempts at running.
I think stats over time may bear out that running the ball will at least be the equal of throwing it in that situation.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. What do you do here down like this in this situation? Do you maybe just pick something out of the playbook you haven't called in a while, or you call it a day?
You can do that, or you pick something that's a staple for you and should work better and try and execute that on the way out the door and maybe get back to base and feel a little bit better as you end a ball game that's been a frustrating one for you.
We'll see if they go back to base. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, Mayfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
Complete.
11 yards there, first down.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Sentinels. Tonight's final.
And losing in this wild card round, you know, they've got something to build on, though, for next year. But I don't know if they want to hear that right now.
Maybe not in the moment, but once they get away from it a little bit and they get to their off-season program, the playoffs.
So that'll do it for us.